Mom's been cleaning up this whole time and didn't see any letters. What? Ah, don't scare Pom-Pom like that! Why are there always strange things? What does the letter say? It looks like an invitation. Who could have sent it? Does Dan Hong have any friends on the Law Fu? Why don't you show...
What is it? There's no signature. Unfortunately, I'm going to disappoint them. Thanks, but I don't even know where to start. Let me hold on to the letter. Just as I thought. There was more, but if he didn't...
After all this time away from the Law Fu, the seat of divine foresight has only become more hostile. Relax. You needn't be so cautious, young man. I'm just reminiscing about the old days. However, I never thought Jing Yuan would send you to accompany me.
Huh?
I've got my work cut out for me today. Well, if it isn't Dan Hung.
Greetings.
Looking for compensation for the injuries I gave you? I accept full responsibility.
The Cloud Knights were doing their duty. I'm here to ask the General about the Stellaron.
You came at a bad time. The General is busy with urgent work.
No. If the General isn't available, I'll come back another day.
You don't remember her? I see. That is Jing Liu, the previous sword champion of the Xianzhou Law Fu. She was the closest friend of Imbibitor Lune, your previous incarnation. She was also the General's. According to records of wars past, her blade has slain countless denizens of abundance. However, those are ancient stories. It's a shame that even a hero like her wasn't able to break free of Mara. It is said with her powers, you'd think there would be no one capable of bringing her in. For some reason, she arrived on the Luofu with a suspect disguised as a traveling merchant and said she wanted to. Her surrender came with one condition: that she be allowed a day of freedom before the trial. She wanted to travel to Scale Gorge Waterscape and meet with her old friends one last time. I can't believe Jing Yuan actually agreed. Before he left, he ordered us to accompany Jing Liu during her last day on the Luofu.
Imbibitor Lunae, you're here. Since you traveled all this way, why don't you come and talk with me? Or should I call you by...
Master Dunhung.
Be careful.
When I left the Xianzhou, I heard they took away your scales and horns, forced you into a hatching rebirth, and detained you in the shackling prison. I thought Imbibitor Lunae had been wiped from this world, but then I returned to the Luofu and watched it.
I recognize you. But the memories of my past life are like shattered glass.
I can't remember. The words of every person who hopes to escape their past. The Vidyadhara rebirth normally erases all memory of the previous life. However, you have retained fragments of your past. If my guess is correct, the preceptors were unwilling to allow the Ichor line to end, and hoped for the Imbibitor Lunae's resurrection. That is why they tampered with the molting rebirth and...
Imbibitor Lunae's actions affected many. Are you here to set things straight?
I, too, am a criminal. I returned to the Luofu so I could surrender myself to the Alliance. I did, however, have one request before the trial. I asked to be given a single day to go and... Jing Yuan has always been an understanding person. He heard that you would be coming.
So, you're the one that mailed the letter to the Express.
The sea's depths conceal no stone, and dragons' breaths reveal the moon. The scenery of Scale Gorge Waterscape is truly as magnificent as the poems describe. But as a suspect, shouldn't I be bound and interrogated in the shackling prison? Is it really appropriate to bring me to a place like this, General?
Holding you in the shackling prison would be more trouble than it's worth. For security purposes, we will be performing your trial here.
For security purposes?
The Stellaron's descent, the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection, the Destruction Emanator's impersonation of the According to the Skyfaring Commission's investigations, you arrived on the Luofu with a group of merchants, but didn't make a single... You took advantage of the chaos to sneak into the shackle. Your behavior truly is puzzling. I can't seem to piece together your motive.
I was asked to deliver a token in my capacity as a traveling merchant. It is through fear of punishment that I am choosing to surrender. The galaxy...
Merely a wanderer. You're too modest, Locha. Do I need to remind you of your actions at the Eternity Fortress and the Shroud or must I utter that tongue twister of a name? You flatter me. Fortunately, I did my research, or this conversation would have been quite
Seeing that you sense something is amiss, are you
That is beyond my control. Attempting to undermine the Alliance is a grave crime. However, at present, you have the opportunity to enjoy the beautiful scenery of Scale Gorge Waterscape.
She told me that the High Cloud Quintet once gathered and feasted here hundreds of years ago. The unparalleled sword techniques of your master, the mesmerizing... The five of you vanquished evil from the world, creating legendary tales in your... You removed me from the shackling prison and decided to interrogate me here. But not... You wish to discuss the one person you've avoided mentioning up to now. Your master, Jing Liu.
We can head out now.
Have you mistaken yourself?
I would... Lower your guard, young man. Imbibitor Lune, you must accompany me. I won't take no for an answer, regardless of whether you're still interested in your previous life.
Lead.
Where should we start? Should we go to Stargazer Navalia first? Or to the artisan ship? So many memories are swirling inside my head. I can't get a grasp on any of them. When the people of the Cienjo...
How hard is it to choose a destination? We're going...
The young are the antidote. Stargazer Navalia.
If it's star skiffs you wanted to see, we could...
Young man, have you ever heard of
Bai Hung?
Let the noble High Elder drown the enemies in rain.
Imbibitor Lune, if memory...
I think she was one of Imbibitor Lune's comrades.
She was a
Huh? You mean...
Yes, as for...
I see. I don't know anything about manufacturing star skiffs either. But getting these machines to work... Careful. There's still Stellaron spirits lurking around.
A blade of moonlight.
It's too late to repent.
Naughty children, don't listen. Savor the vigor of life.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Step aside. I have no interest.
Indestructible.
Don't worry about me.
Sword warrior.
The moon shines on the truth. All will be revealed. In lunar flame. A blade of moonlight.
Nap time.
Tedious.
We've arrived. All ship production and Stargazer have just entered the command into the... Ah, I remember now.
You like to...
Hey,
That's right.
it was actually... I remember thinking...
Indeed. Her luck always astonished us. Whenever very few star skiffs she also possessed. However, when it came to luck is...
Ha! That'll do it. The Starskiff assembly line has been activated. The Starskiff will take shape and enter the skyport. Let's go wait for it there. It won't be long.
Thank you.